Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. So, I welcome you on this beautiful and amazing channel named Geeks for Geeks School, where you guys get free of cost coding classes. And first of all, I would like to thank you, all of you who are supporting this channel, who are regularly liking and subscribing the videos, and also you are sharing the videos in your groups so as to make it reach to the maximum strength, maximum students possible out there. Thank you so very much for taking out the time and doing that for us. Thank you very much. So before I dive into the platform, I would like to first tell you about the course which we have come up with. So it's the course based on App Lab. If you guys want to learn about mobile app development, then this course is made for you. So we have created a web page on which we have given all the information related to this App Lab course. If you want to avail this course, you guys can directly log in into this platform and you can register yourself for this course. Right, the URL of the web page where all the information related to the course is given, it's there in the description section of the video. Just check the description section, you'll find that URL, click on that, you will be redirected on this page which I am currently showing you. So here we have all the information related to this course. Now if you'll come down, you'll find the things that we will cover in this course. So you will be taught what all different components you need to keep in mind when you're designing the user interface of mobile apps. How you can make it more interactive by adding coding to it. How you can design multi-screen applications. Right, so we'll start with scratch, and gradually when you will become confident in understanding, when you'll become confident in the basics, we will then move to the advanced things. We'll then move towards learning the advanced concepts. Now if you will come down, you'll find a tab, you'll find a button which when you will click, a new tab is going to open up. Now here to this tab we have linked a PDF file to it. Now in this PDF file you will find all the information related to this course. So there are 18 different topics that we will be covering in the online classes that we guys will be providing to you in this course. And besides, at the end of the course we will provide you a certificate also, and it's extremely it is going to benefit you a lot in your career also. Right, so these are the 18 topics which we guys will cover in the online coding classes, and there will be lot of things that we guys will be doing together. There will be lot more fun, and besides these 18 topics, we guys will be discussing many more things which are not there in this PDF file. Right, so if you want to know more about this course, you can get in touch with one of our company's executive. He will help you out in sorting all your issues. He will give the answer to all your queries, and after that, if you want, you can avail this course. But if you are finding this course appealing, I would like to request you to just avail this course now, because the seats are very limited. If you'll come afterwards saying that I missed this course and I want to avail it, it may be possible that at that time we may not be able to entertain you, because this course is extremely affordable and we are getting many students. We are onboarding many students right now. So it's better if you'll take a step, register for this course, and just enjoy the coding classes that you will be provided in this course. If you want to get a good discount on the total course fee, so there is a promo code also. in the description section that you can make use of for getting a very good discount. Right, so this is what I wanted to share with you. Now let's come on that Tinkercad platform. So as I've told you, for accessing the platform, you can just type this Tinkercad right on the top in the URL of the browser, and automatically it will redirect you to this amazing Tinkercad platform. Now the students who missed the yesterday's lecture, who haven't checked the yesterday's lecture of mine, let me tell you how you can create your account on this platform first, and after that we'll move to the topic that we guys are here for to discuss. So when you will first come on this platform, if you are not if you're not a part of this, if you haven't created your account on this platform, so automatically that's what the screen you will land on. You want to create your own account, just click on this join now button, and now you can hit this educators start here option, and that's where it will redirect you. Sorry, not educators start here, you can go with students join a class. So I'm going with educators start here because I'm an educator. So simply I just have to do this, and that's where it will redirect me to. Now you can make use of your Gmail account if you have any, or if you're using Mac, you can make use of this option. If you want to type your email address and password manually, you can make use of this option. So we have three different options with which we can sign in. Okay, we have some if you want to check out more options, you can click this this hyperlink. I think you'll be able to see a couple of more options also you can use for signing in, or getting your for creating your account on this platform. For now I'm using this one. So what will happen, it will redirect me to a window where I'll be able to see all the Gmail accounts I'm currently logged in on this browser of mine. So I am using this one for now. So once you're done with selecting the Gmail address, or the Apple ID, so that's where it will redirect you to. So once you are here, it means that you have successfully created your account on this platform. Now because we are here to create a new circuit, so we'll go with this option circuits, and then we can come on this create new circuits option and simply click on this for accessing that environment, that virtual environment on which we can create virtual circuits. Also we can define the coding for virtual circuits for controlling the different electrical components. And also there is a facility on this platform with the help of which we can test the code on the circuits that we will be designing over here in this workspace using these electrical components. Right, now what we guys are here for, before moving to that, let me just check the comment section. If I have anything to answer, I would like to answer that query first. Okay, so Priyansh Srivastav, thank you very much for joining me at this time, dear. I am doing great. Muhammad Ali, how are you, dear? Suryakant Sinha, hello, dear. Then Ashu Dubey, hello. I hope you're doing well. Great to see you all at this time. Thank you very much for all the support you are providing to this channel. It means a lot to us. Okay, and besides, keep liking and keep sharing the videos in your groups so that these videos can reach to the maximum students possible, and they can also come and join our channel and enjoy these coding classes that we are giving to you guys free of cost. Alright. Okay, and if you have any queries related to anything which we have done earlier in these coding classes, you guys are most welcome to ask that also from me. If you haven't checked the tutorial which I shooted yesterday, in which I showed how you can log in into the system, I totally recommend you to go and watch that tutorial. It will be very much helpful for you. Okay, and if you have any queries related to anything which we have done earlier in these coding classes, you guys are most welcome to ask that also from me. If you haven't checked the tutorial which I shooted yesterday, in which I showed how you can log in into the system, we discussed about, I told you about the various components of this Tinkercad platform. These components which are getting right on the top, which are reflecting right on the top over here, and also these, options with the help of which we can access the coding panel, we can start the simulation, and these options with the help of which we can check out the electrical components that we can use for creating the electrical circuits. If you do not know about this platform, just check out the tutorial which I showed yesterday, and after that you can come on this one, right? But if you want to enjoy this one, no problem, you can right now enjoy this one, and afterwards whenever you get the time, you can check out the previous tutorial. Okay, so I would first like to, because we are here to we are going to develop a project today in which there will be an LED, and we will try to blink it with the help of an Arduino board. So the first thing that we require is an Arduino board. Now how can we get that? What we can do, we can simply come over here on this drop down, and what you have to do, you have to select all from here. Now this all, what it will do, it will bring all the electrical components that you can make use of for creating an electrical circuit over here in this navigation menu. Now suppose you are looking for let's say an Arduino board. Because we want an Arduino board, we can simply type Arduino over here. Now what is an Arduino? If you don't know about that, you will have to check out the tutorial that I showed yesterday. Okay, in that I have explained everything right from the scratch. Fine, so we can just drag and drop this Arduino over here. Okay, and then we can, if you want to zoom in into this Arduino, you can make use of your mouse scroll. So that's how you can zoom in, and that's how you can zoom out. Right, now besides this, what else do we require? We want an LED, right? So from where can we get an LED? What is the full form of LED? Yes, who is going to tell me what is the full form of LED? I'm checking the comment section, who is going to tell me what is the full form of LED? No, Ayush, it's not very tough, dear. If you, as I've told you, I think yesterday you were the one who were telling me, who asked many beautiful questions, and I gave the answers to all your questions. It's not tough. See, if you will try to understand this thing, if you really have interest in these things, you really want to design and develop electrical circuits, you have interest in this physics, right? So it's a part of physics. So definitely you are going to enjoy it a lot, and you will be able to design different kind of circuits on this platform very easily. Okay, you just have to listen to me what I am saying attentively. You have to listen to what I'm telling you guys, and then after you have to practice also everything, because practice makes the man perfect. If you will not practice, you will not be able to achieve what you want to. If you will practice hard, definitely everything in the world is easy. Okay, so absolutely right, Priyansh. This LED stands for light emitting diode, right? A diode which emits light continuously, or light. Okay, that diode is known as light emitting diode. Now how can we find that light emitting diode over here? We simply have to type LED, and automatically you can see we are able to see both the types of LEDs that are available to us on this platform getting reflected right on the top over here in this navigation pane, right? So we can just drag it. I would like to use this one, so I'm dragging it and dropping it over here. Okay, now what? So first of all, before connecting this LED to this Arduino board, we will have to understand the points, right? We will have to understand these 2 points of this LED. So this one is cathode and this one is anode. Right, this one is cathode and this one is anode. Now what is cathode, what is anode? So let me just tell you that first. I would like to use paint for that. I think that is going to be a good option. So if suppose there is a conductor, yesterday also I have made this diagram, right, to explain you how electricity flows in a conductor. So if you have a conductor with you and if you'll connect it to a battery like this, if suppose this, we have a battery like this, and let me just connect it properly, and after that I'll tell you what actually a cathode and anode refers to. So that's the positive end of the battery, you have to assume it, and it is the negative end of the battery. Now when you will connect this conductor, this rectangular shaped thing over here is a conductor. Let me just write it down over here so that it can be more clear to every one of you. Conductor is anything through which electricity can be passed, which allows electricity to pass through it. So that is known as a conductor. It can be something like magnesium, it can be iron, which things which allows electricity to pass through them. So this is a conductor. Now what will happen if you connect this conductor with a battery? So this end which you have connected to the positive end of the battery will become positively charged. It will become positively charged. Sorry, yeah, now it is fine. And the one which you have connected with negative end of the battery, it will become negatively charged. Right, so automatically, as I've told you, positive is high potential. Positive refers to high potential. It refers to high potential, and negative refers to low potential. Right, it refers to low potential. Now the situation is, this is high potential and this is low potential. Okay, and current flows from high potential to low potential. If you have a water tank with you, where will you install that water tank? Will you install it on the ground floor, or will you install it on the first or second floor? You will install it on the first or second floor, because if you are doing that, the water will come with a high pressure. Similarly, when in a conductor, what happens? Electricity flows from high potential to low potential, right? And just because this end is positively charged and this one is negatively charged, so there is a potential gap, this high potential, and there is here at this point we have low potential. This gap of potential is known as potential difference. Okay, these are simple terms. In maths we have terms like trigonometry, geometry. In the same way, here also in this electricity we have different terms like current, potential, high potential, low potential, potential difference. So when you will try to understand these terms, automatically you will become friendlier with them. Okay, when you'll become familiar with them, definitely you will be able to draw these circuits on your own. When we are creating a circuit, we have to make sure that it is a complete circuit, otherwise it will not work. If it is an incomplete circuit, then it will never work, right? And the connections that we are making should be proper always. Okay, so we have a positive, what I was telling you guys, just a second. So here we have cathode and here we have anode. Now what is this cathode and anode? You know what happens? Why electricity will start flowing from this high potential to low potential? It's just because negative here refers to electrons. So automatically what will happen? Electrons, flow of electrons will take place, right? Electrons is E minus. They'll start flowing towards just a second. Yeah, now it is fine. So these electrons will start flowing from this negative point towards this high potential point. And just because of this flow, just because of the flow of these electrons, electricity will flow. How will you define electricity now? Electricity can be defined as flow of electrons. Simple. It can be defined as flow of electrons. That's how we define electricity in physics. Right? Now these electrons are going towards this point. Okay, so these are ions. Fine, these are ions in there are two types of ions, cations and anions. Right, cations are positively charged ions and anions are negatively charged ions. How you will remember this thing? Cations, cut. Okay, cut means plus. So cations are positively charged ions and anions are negatively charged ions. There are neutral ions, there are neutral atoms, but there are not neutral ions. There are two types of ions, cations or anions. Now when the flow of electricity takes place, so generally what happens, it happens in electrolysis. So these cations move towards anode. Anode is negatively charged point. Remember this thing. Anode is a negatively charged point and cathode is a positively charged point. So when electrolysis happens, this is the same which this process which you are seeing over here. That's what happens in electrolysis also, but over there ions gets produced. Two types of ions are there. We are going to talk about this also, but not now, later on. So ions are of two types, cations and anions. Cations move towards anode and anions move towards cathode. So anode is negatively charged. Why it is so? Because anode is always negatively charged point. A negatively charged point is always known as anode and a positively charged point is always known as cathode. Remember this thing. Cathode is opposite of cations. You can take it, you can understand it like this. And anode is opposite of anions. So this point over here, this point over here can be, we can say that it is a, sorry, I think I have done some mistake over here, just a second. Cathode is opposite of cations, so it should not be positive over here, it should be negative. Sorry for that, it should be negative. And anode is opposite of anions, right? So here it should be positive. Okay, so anions, because anode is positive, so it will attract the anions, and cathode is negative, so it will attract all the cations. Now there are 2 points which will get formed automatically over here in this conductor when you will connect it to this battery over here. So this positive or high potential point, we can say that it is a, what it is it a cathode or anode? It is an anode. It is the anode point. Similarly, we can say that this point over here is what? It's a cathode. Absolutely right. Okay, because it is negative in nature, so it is cathode, and it is positive in nature, so it is anode. Cation is cut. Cut means cation. Okay, and cathode is opposite of cation. So cation is positive, so cathode will be negative. That's how you have to understand this thing. Okay, that's how it will be. If you'll understand it like this, it will be possible for you to remember this thing. Fine. So we are done with covering this concept. So anode is positive point and cathode is a negatively charged point. Now here we have 2 points. One is this cathode. So cathode is negative, and this one is anode. So anode is positive. So you have to take it as negative point and this one as positive point. Now to which point, which are given on this circuit over here, to which point of this circuit you will connect this LED with. So this, because this is a negative point is always, not always, but it is connected to ground. Remember this thing. So you will take this cathode and you will connect it with this ground point present on this Arduino circuit. Simply do it like this. How you will you will connect it with this ground point? You have to click on this and automatically it will, when you will move your pointer, or when you will move your mouse, so you'll see a wire getting created. You will see it getting created automatically. You have to come here on this ground point and simply click on this, and that's how you can connect 2 points on this one. Right, like this you can connect 2 points. Okay, similarly what we have to do, we have to connect this anode also to one of these points. Now if you want to connect this anode to point number 13, you can do it. You can do it very easily. But remember one thing, when we are connecting an LED to an Arduino circuit, we need to define a resistance also. Now what is the resistance? See, if the current will flow in this conductor and there is nothing which can control the flow of current, it may be possible that the conductor may get damaged. So in order to prevent that damage, from being happening, what we do, we define a resistor in this somewhere in this connection over here. So resistance is nothing but an obstruction in the path of electricity. You have to remember this. Okay, now where can you get the resistor from? So simply you can type a resistor over here, right, and that's what you will get as an output. Drag and drop it over here like this. Fine. Now what you have to do, you have to connect this anode point to this resistor's first terminal 2, right. Even if you'll connect it with terminal 1, that is also fine. How you'll connect it with terminal 1? So we will have to delete this wire first. So for deleting this, we can select it and we can click this delete button. It will go disappear. Now we will have to rotate this resistor first if we want to connect this anode point to terminal 1. But it is one and the same thing whether you connect it with terminal 2 or terminal 1. Right, so that's how you can rotate it with the help of this option. Then let's connect this anode with terminal 1 like this. The way we connected this point with this ground point of Arduino circuit In the same way we can connect these 2 points also. Similarly, now we'll connect this terminal 2 of resistor to this ground point, point number 13 of Arduino. Now, these wires, all these 3 wires that we have used for making this connection, all are green in color. I am not liking this green. There is so much of greenery right now. So I would like to change the color of the wires. I'm changing this one to, let's make use of, okay, let's do one thing. Let's use this. I've selected this, and let's change it to black. I think that will look good. Yeah. So it is a black wire now, and these 2 are green. So we have connected the anode to this ground number 13 with the help of a resistor in between using green wires, and we have connected this cathode point to this ground point of Arduino circuit with the help of a black wire. So we are done with creating the circuit. Now comes the coding part. But before moving to the coding part, I would first like to see the comment section. If I have any queries, definitely I'm going to answer those queries first. Let me check if I have any queries to answer. Okay, so I think right now I'm not able to see any queries. Maybe you guys were able to understand everything, whatever we have discussed till now, whatever I've told you guys till now. Let's move to the coding part. Now for coding this circuit, we have to first understand one thing, from where the output is coming. The point where the output is coming is this 13, point number 13, and this one is connected to the ground point of the circuit. So we'll use this 13 now. How we'll use this point number 13, let me tell you that. So let's come on this coding section, and here you can see already there is some code. I am removing everything from here. Now I am going to code it. So the first thing that I require is I would like to set this LED's state to high, so that when I will run this circuit, I should see it glowing at that time. So let's set the state of this LED to high. How can we do that? We can use this set built-in LED to high block. We can simply put it over here like this. Let me enlarge the size of the screen so that it can be visible to you guys. Okay, so that's the block I've used. Now we can define a wait of some seconds, after which I would like to see the LED go down. The state should change from high to low. For doing that, we can come on this control section, and here you'll find this wait. So let's define it over here. So there will be a wait of 1 second. If you want to have a wait of 1 millisecond, if you want the LED to blink in a faster way, or the speed of blinking should be high, if you want to do it like that, so you can go with this option, milliseconds. For now I'm going with this 1 second option, right? Then we can simply again make use of this set built-in LED to block, and here we can change it to low, right? After that also I would like to give some time to the LED so that it can come to the high state after 1 second. So that's how we can make it blink. See how simple this coding is. That's the reason I love this platform a lot. And there were students who were telling me that it's very hard, they will not be able to understand it. If you will try hard, nothing is impossible. Remember this thing. Okay, I am now running this code which I have defined over here in this coding section. Let's see whether I will be able to get the required output or not. So start simulation I will have to do. We are able to see this LED glowing. See, this LED is glowing and it's looking amazing right now, right? Okay, let's stop this simulation. Let's go back on the coding part. If you want to check out the text based coding, you can click on this drop down and you can convert it into the text based coding like this. So as you can see, that's the code which we have written in the form of blocks, right? And it is the text based coding over here. So we have converted the blocks into text now. Now here, as you can see, it has automatically picked up this point 13. Why? Because 13 is the one to which we have connected this anode point of this LED. If I will change this 13 to 12, let's see whether I will be able to get the output or not. So I've changed it to 12. Okay, now if I will come on this start simulation button, and if I'll click on this, whether we'll get the output or not. See, this LED is not blinking now. Why? Because we have connected it to this point number 13, and just because we have changed the point over here from 13 to 12, that's the reason we are not able to get the output. Let me change it back to 13. So what this digital write is doing, this digital write is a function over here which is setting the state of the LED to high, and then it is again after 1 second. This delay is for that 1 second wait which I defined using that block wait, right? So this delay is coming from that block. After a delay of 1 second, what will happen? This digital write will again change the state of LED to low, and that's the reason we will not be able to see it glowing. So for 1 second it will glow, and after 1 second it will go down, then again it will glow, again it will go down. If I'll change it to 100, what will happen? The speed of blinking will increase. See? So that's how you have to understand the coding. Whatever you are writing, first understand that thing. Then only you will be able to visualize the things, then only you will be able to create new things out of it. If you will keep on memorizing the codes or using the codes which I am showing you, you will not be able to create something new. Yes, for practice you can do that. But if you want to create something new, you will have to add your own inputs too, right? So this is it from my side in this lecture. Hope you guys enjoyed this lecture a lot. Thank you very much for being there with me in this tutorial. Have a great day ahead, guys. Bye bye everyone.